All right, hi everyone. Hopefully you are enjoying the content that I've been sharing so far. I'm going to review, this is day two. I'm going to review how to update your resume using the template of my resume that I really enjoy and I've always gotten great feedback about. There are many templates out there. So this is not like a my resume is the best or this other person's the best. Like this is one additional free resource for you, completely free, very easy to use. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. At this point, I'll share my whole desktop. And I'm going to hop right into this resume template. It's going to be stored on Google Drive, which makes it very free, very accessible for anybody. Even if you don't have a Google account, you should still be able to access this. So with that said, first up, we have the year resume first last template. That is how you need to name your template. It is very great for clarity. It's also very great for sorting and finding your resume anywhere. Inside of here, if you open this template, it's going to show you here is how you want to outline your resume. All the spacing is accurate, everything you need. If you have more than three job positions and companies that you want to share, you can always copy this entire thing and then paste it at the bottom of this next one so that it's exactly in line or paste it in between. If you need help with any of it and it's not working for some reason, you can always reach out to me. I've included tips for your resume. I'm not going to read through these right now, but these are some great tips when you're creating your resume. And then I also have a tutorial. So for this video, it's not going to be highlighted blue, but once this is completed, I'll upload it. And when you see this document, this template, it will be highlighted blue. You can click here. You can review this video that you're watching now. Copying and pasting this below ChatGPT prompt into ChatGPT. I'm actually going to walk you through how to do that today. So with that said, let's go back. I have a sample resume on here as well. You can just double click these to open them. This sample resume is going to show you, these are excerpts from my current resume, which I think I showed a little bit in a different video, but I removed some of the information. It's already out there. You guys have it, but one day I'll move. So figured I'd just make this a blank page. When you look at this, there's nothing you can do. You can't, I'm typing. You can hear my keyboard. Nothing's happening. I made this all view only. If you request edit access, I will probably deny it or ignore it. These are view only so that everyone in the future can go ahead and grab them. So let's get into how to copy this, make a copy of this, name it, do all of the fun stuff so that you have an updated resume. You can use this if you're starting from scratch. You can use this if you have a resume and you just want to update it. You want a better looking or a different looking resume. So first and foremost, start with the year resume first last template. We're going to go over to the right side where these three dots are for more actions. When you click these three dots, you're going to get a drop down and you're going to want to go ahead and make a copy. When you make a copy, it's going to take that copy and put it into your own internal space where it may prompt you to go and find it. So I'm going to go ahead and show the file location down here. And then this is my drive on my own personal email, the copy of the first resume of the year resume first last template here. When I double click this to open it, this is opening it in my own space. No one else can see it. This is a copy, so I won't know what it looks like. I'll have no access. First and foremost, at the top left-hand corner, you're going to go ahead and rename this resume. Delete copy of, delete template, and that last underscore. This is going to be for the year 2025. Keep resume, update your name to Dre, update your name to your first name, not my first name. Then do Jankowski, which is your last name. And that is going to be the nomenclature for your resume. Makes it very easy to find in file storage. Then you can go ahead and do these parts. So you're going to double click anywhere where you want to make changes to the resume. So again, let's just do Dre Jankowski and come over here. Oops, backspace out of that. And then in the top right and close, when you do that, it will now update your resume with this information. So all of these aspects are clickable. I'm not going to go through and update all of these, but you can see tips for resume. Again, you have that here, and then you can go ahead and change these. If for any reason you ever accidentally delete something that you didn't mean to delete, you can always use the back button up here to undo in Google Docs. You can also use Command Z or Control Z. Command Z for Mac, Control Z is going to be for Windows. But let's take a look and actually update this. So company name, first, I did actually have a position I was going to use. So this is in Pearson, Customer Success Program Manager. So I'm going to use that as my example to update here. So let's do Pearson is the company, the location where you are working. I was actually, let's just say we're working remotely. So I'm going to leave that as remote. The job title, Success Program Manager. And then we're going to go ahead and update this abbreviated, what you want the date format to look like. So here, I'm just going to say it was what, May. Well, let's use an abbreviated month. So Jan of 20, let's see, 23, let's say, through present. I'm still working at this company. So we're going to update it this way. Take the rest of that out. And then here's the important part that you want to do. When you are done updating what this date looks like, you want to click in the beginning and you're going to see this little arrow that pops up. And you're going to want to move that blue little arrow at the top over until you get to the point where it looks like it's at the end and it's aligned. And you can always look at this arrow to show you a line to see if it's aligned on the screen. And it is. You want to bring this all the way over because it makes your margins look really well in line and it makes it very easy. So when updating your actual position, you want to do action verb, the project or system you worked on for the team, product, feature, result or outcome by how you achieved or what you improved. And so an example that I included is led the design. Again, led is past tense here. You would say lead or I leading if you're currently doing it. So for current positions, you're still working, use present tense. For positions in the past, use past tense. Led the design and implementation of the import library system and product documentation portal for a new user interface, enhancing user workflows by improving access, organization, and functionality across the platform. So that follows that structure. Go through and do this all by yourself. Again, we have this template down here. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this posting here or this prompt here. We're going to copy it. We're going to navigate over to ChatGPT. We're going to paste it in. Once I've done that, if you hold Shift and hit Enter twice, it will move down so you can paste more without all of it looking like one big word blob. And then let's go to the Customer Success Program Manager. Let's go to the full job description. Here, we want to include what will you do, customer success, process, systems, what will set you up for success. You don't necessarily need to include that stuff, but you could if you wanted to. So let's copy that portion and then let's paste it down here. Let's go ahead and run that and see what it spits out. It looks like it's asking for your resume bullet points and revising them. So I'm just going to put in here, I don't have a resume. Please use this job posting. And I'm going to paste it again and then share it. Okay, so this is what it wrote up for me. So I can go ahead and just grab all of this, copy it, go over to my resume, scroll back up to your first line item, and then you can go ahead and backspace out of this. It was bolded or on bold, so I'm just going to turn bold off, and then I'm going to paste it. And now you have exactly what you want. Now, I don't want all of this bolded because I personally don't think it looks good. So I'm just going to take the bold off. And then one of the tips that I left down here is to try to make your bullet points so the most relevant ones are first and ordered by the periods that are the closest to the right margin. This reduces the white space. So one activity I'll go through once I've updated my entire resume, proofread this, make sure that what ChatGPT spit out is actually what you did, because you want to be able to speak to it when you have an interview or you get a phone screen. And then what I'll go do is I'll say, where is the furthest period? That's this line item. I'm going to move it up to the top. And I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that process. So basically it flows very nicely for the longest to the smallest sentence and where periods are. So I'm just looking quickly. And it looks like this one's going to be next. And those are pretty even, but I think I got it just about right so that it does flow well. And then you have this one, which is going to go under here. Now, these might not be the most crucial ones that you did first. Looks like I missed this one. And that would fall right here. It's super close, but I think you get the gist. Go ahead and backspace all of this out. And then you can go ahead and delete this since it won't be needed. And that is how you update your first section. Now you have a resume that reads very well. It captures as much of the white space as you can. You'll update it for your information. And if you're using Google Docs, which I recommend, it automatically saves. So I can go ahead and say, okay, let me go back to my docs by clicking this blue document up here. And then here is my 2025 resume. I can go ahead and see it here. Again, we can export it. We can do all types of things. But that is the template that I have for you. I hope it works for everyone. If you like it, great. If you have any recommendations or things that you'd like to share, feel free to comment. Please share this video and then check out TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn for additional tips as we move forward. Thanks, everyone.